In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create OKRs. We're going to set up a clean, lightweight OKR system in Notion that links your objectives to their key results so you can track progress clearly and consistently. I'll walk you through logging into Notion, creating a dedicated page, building two simple databases for objectives and key results, and connecting them with a relation so everything stays in sync. Start by opening your browser and heading to Notion.com. On the home page, click Log In. If you prefer to sign in with Google, choose the Google option and select your account to continue. Once you're in your workspace, we'll create a dedicated place to keep everything organized. Create a new page. Give your page a clear name so it's obvious what it holds. I'll title mine Objectives and Key Results. Naming the page up front helps you keep your sidebar tidy and makes everything easy to find later when you're reviewing progress or presenting updates. With your page created, let's build the first database for your objectives. In Notion, press the /key on your keyboard and type Database. From the menu that appears, insert a database directly on the page. This will create a simple table where we'll define your objectives. Name this database Objectives so it's unmistakable. Good naming conventions are important, especially if you'll share this with a team or reference it across multiple projects. Now, let's shape the table. Rename the first column to Objective ID. IDs make it easier to track and reference items when you start linking data or reporting progress. Use a short, consistent pattern you can reuse. For this example, I'll create 5 rows and label them OI1 through OI5. You can add more or fewer depending on your needs, but keeping the first pass focused helps your OKRs stay achievable. Next, add the substance of each objective. You can click into each row and write the objective statement inside the page, or type it in line in the row if that's how you prefer to keep things. Aim for outcome-oriented, inspiring, and time-bound statements. For example, an objective might be about improving customer satisfaction this quarter or launching a new product experience. Don't worry, we'll attach measurable key results next. For now, concentrate on phrasing clear, qualitative objectives. As a tip, keep each objective focused enough that 3 to 5 key results can fully define success without becoming a to-do list. With your objectives database in place, it's time to create the second database for key results on the same page. Again, use the / command and type database, then insert another database below the first one. Name this database Key Results. We'll use it to capture measurable outcomes that indicate whether your objectives were achieved. Let's structure this table. Rename the first column to KRID for Key Result ID. Use a simple naming pattern that pairs well with your objective IDs. For example, KR1, KR2, and so on. In my example, I'll add 9 rows to illustrate how multiple key results can roll up to different objectives. Consistency in your IDs helps when you're filtering, sorting, or discussing progress in meetings. Now, create or rename the second column as Key Results. This is where you'll enter the actual statements that define success. Key results should be specific and measurable. Think numbers, percentages, dates, or unambiguous milestones. For example, instead of improve activation, a stronger key result would be increase activation rate from 35% to 55%. Fill in the key results column for each row. Keep each statement tight and testable so it's clear at the end of the period whether you hit it. With both databases set, the power move is linking key results to their objectives. This ensures you can see, for any given objective, exactly which key results define success, and from the key results side, which objective they serve. In the key results database, click Add Property. Choose Relation. In the selector, search for and choose the objectives database, then confirm by adding the relation. You'll see a new property appear in your key results table that connects each key result to objective records. Now let's connect them. In the new relation column, click the empty cell for a key result. A picker will open with your available objectives. Select the correct objective, such as OI1, OI2, and so on. Repeat this process for each key result until everyone is linked to the appropriate objective. This step is important for clarity. Anyone reviewing your objectives can open an objective and instantly see all related key results, and vice versa. As you assign key results, keep quality in mind. Each key result should measure an outcome, not a task, and together they should paint a complete picture of what success looks like for that objective. Avoid overlapping key results that measure the same thing twice. Instead, strive for complementary measures that, taken together, remove ambiguity. 3 to 5 key results per objective is a good rule of thumb, but use your judgment based on the scope and timeline. Once the relations are set, take a quick pass to ensure naming is clean and consistent. Objective IDs like OI1 through OI5 should match the objectives they reference, And KR IDs should be unique and easy to scan. If you see anything that could cause confusion later, rename it now. A few seconds here saves explanation time in stakeholder reviews. At this point, you have a functional OKR system, a page titled Objectives and Key Results, an objectives database with objective IDs and statements, a key results database with KR IDs and measurable outcomes, and a relation that ties each key result to its objective. You can stop here, and you'll already have a solid foundation for planning and tracking. As you start using this setup, here are a few best practices to keep it effective without changing the structure we just created. First, write objectives that are qualitative and motivational, and keep them limited so your team stays focused. Second, make every key result binary at the end of the period, clearly achieved or not achieved. Third, revisit progress regularly and update the key results entries to reflect current status in the text or inside the page content. Finally, maintain your IDs consistently across quarters or projects so historical comparisons remain clear. You can now filter or group your key results table by the objective relation to review progress objective by objective, and you can open any objective to see all its linked key results in one place. This simple structure scales well from personal planning to team and company OKRs, and it keeps the connection between vision and measurable outcomes front and center. That's it. You've logged into Notion, created a dedicated page, built an objectives database with IDs and statements, added a key results database with IDs and measurable outcomes, and linked them using a relation so every key result clearly maps to its objective. Follow this approach each planning cycle, refine your language for clarity, and you'll have a reliable, transparent OKR system you can trust.